Hi, my name's Brianna Miller. I'm a forensic investigation major at University of Platteville, Wisconsin. I'm also a nerd. What this means is that I have a large knowledge of the macabre and medical and no outlet. Except I do. Since high school, I and a group of friends have been making and uploading videos to youtube.com chronicling our tabletop campaigns. What's tabletop? Let's do a quick rundown. In 1974, Dungeons & Dragons was created by Wisconsin's own Gary Gygax. Though at this time it wasn't branded as the popular title we know, but instead was called Chainmail. Chainmail was a miniature war game where you puppeted a character around a battle map, and there were these tiny miniatures, and your only goal, really, was to kill things. Dungeons & Dragons brought more color to the scene, adding many more roleplay prompts, such as lore books, scenarios, gods, mechanics, you name it, and bringing just a lot more spice to the life. These prompts encourage the fleshing out of characters to use diplomacy and magic to also solve their problems, in addition to a sword and a shield. In recent years, the system has experienced a big resurgence, thanks to mainstream media like Critical Role and Stranger Things really becoming mainstream. And because of this big resurgence, we're seeing a lot of other tabletop roleplay games that aren't Dungeons & Dragons also getting the limelight. So that's the background. How does it play? In the game, there are two roles, the Game Master and the players. The Game Master's responsibility is to construct a story at large, rule-keep it, and then orchestrate the events within it. They work with the players to co-author an ongoing anthology of sessions played together. The players are, well, they're exactly that. They play the game. They construct characters based off the rules of the world set by the Dungeon Master, give their characters a backstory, a personality, traits, characteristics, you name it, and then set them free. The fun of the game is how these players and the characters they make react to the setting and everything the Dungeon Master makes for them. These poor souls have no idea what's coming. So around this time, you might be wondering, Bree, why should I care? What makes this content unique? Here's why. It is letting me utilize my degree.
Yeah, mine is
Does anyone have UV vision or a light or something by chance?
We all have lights.
No, but UV.
Oh, no.
Oof.
Because I have a running theory right now. Part of me is wondering if there's no blood because it's all been cleaned.
Are there other ways to find blood?
UV is the best way to find it.
How does gunpowder work, like on a molecular level?
A lot of it is actually more thermodynamics and energy than molecular. Since gunpowder, it's such a fine powder, a lot of it quickly burns at once, resulting in hot gas and heat being released at once. All this energy forces the gunpowder outward, further igniting more of it, which is going to cause an explosion.
Finally, something. I need an outlet. Forensic science. I need to do something with it, or I'm gonna go insane. And it's not just me, and it's not just my major. We have engineering.
Technically, the motherboard's grounded, because it's a neutral. It's not supposed to take the charge. Now, this is just a microscopic version of what we work with. That right there is a resistor. It's not actually called a resistor, because it's too tiny to be called a resistor, but it functions as the same thing. Over there's an amplifier. Same thing. Nah, that's not what it's actually called on this here motherboard, but it does the same shit.
We have woodworking.
So it's so like literally to get someone up there, someone is riding on someone else's shoulder. You probably actually have a pyramid going on here. Someone has to
That's
stand.
got to be against OSHA violation chance. Where's OSHA?
Where is
Who is
OSHA?
Where's OSHA?
OSHA's gone.
Wow.
OSHA's
Where's
not
Space Air
Where's
Tech?
OSHA?
People didn't like anything to do with the Terran, so we just got rid of everything, you know?
Damn, what? Who makes all our railings?
Not OSHA. Or
Damn,
railing
man.
company.
It's SOSHA.
OSHA.
Space
Where's
OSHA.
OSHA?
We have art majors. We have so many literary majors. We need to do something. We need to make little stories and puppet little characters and make them cry and laugh. It's so worth it. And then we gotta share it. We really gotta share. In more seriousness, I found I can really apply my education to these roles. The amount of research that can go into putting together a singular session is astronomical. I told the occult history of Whitewater, Wisconsin through the diffused lens of a ghost hunt. In having the setting placed there, I needed to do a good amount of research on the town, its geography to assemble battle maps, and extensive research on its history and its involvement with the occult that I then sprinkled in throughout session for players to find through non-play characters puppeted by the Dungeon Master, me.
Can I grab for a sword and hope it appears?
You grab for a sword and you feel Excalibur.
Hell yeah. I go and I turn around and I say, how about thee? I think.
Alright.
Is the I think part of your
Yes.
actual speech?
Because he doesn't know if that's the correct term.
Our good boy is trying his
Every
best.
one of us brings our knowledge to the table, and from the table to YouTube, engaging plots that are fictional and highly educational in their quality. This is what we do. These are our moments.
And you draw Excalibur and it glows. And you pivot and turn, and what you turn is, when you turn, you do not see a unworthy foe at all. In fact, you see something a little different. Now, it is, as far as the light goes, it is pretty morning, so you don't need anything to see. And you turn and see a familiar face looking back at you.
No! Ah, I love it! I'm dying, I fucking do it! You grabbed me! No! No! You can't do this shit!
Bree, I think you destroyed Kareem.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm genuinely about to cry. I don't know why, because I knew he was coming back.
Ah, it's so good!
Would you like the updated version? It's got a couple of little...
I've been doing this for 7 years now, at least with my campaign, Guardians Rural, and I've participated in other ones that entire time. I love it. It's so much fun to make, and it's so much fun to share these stories, and in doing so, the people that see them participate with us, make art, make animations, make all sorts of things. It is beautiful, and to be able to contribute to that makes so much worth continuing. I want to be able to continue this even while I'm continuing my education. And to be able to do that without having to worry as much about picking up hours at my job would make it so I could make more visual aspects to the videos we're creating, like I'm putting into this one now. I'm going to continue making the videos no matter what, but to give them that little oomph, it'd be nice.